Welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of the First Responder Wellness Podcast. My name is Conrad Weaver. I'm so grateful that you have joined me today for this much shorter and different episode. We're just a day before Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to take a few moments to express my gratitude for everyone who has listened to, watched, commented, liked the First Responder Wellness Podcast over the past year. We just surpassed 60 episodes of the show. And if you add the previous shows from the podcast as it was called under a different name, we're close to 100 episodes altogether. And so it's been an amazing journey so far, working with first responders from all over the country and now even all over the world to bring ideas, tips about wellness and mental health, to bring that to the forefront, to bring this conversation to the front. And, you know, even though I have been a solopreneur, just a one-man band for many, many years, there has never been anything that I have done that didn't involve other people. You know, we go through our lives and there are people that come into our lives for seasons. And I'm so grateful for the people that have come into my life over the past number of years, and particularly over the past 5 years as I've worked on the PTSD911 documentary, and now continuing to do the work with the film, bringing it to communities around the country, having screening events, and sharing it with agencies and departments. We've had more than 120 agencies and departments and organizations have purchased the film for use, for training within their agencies. And I'm so grateful for everyone. We've had large and small departments and agencies purchase the film, large organizations like the Wisconsin Department of Justice. We've had like the Orange County Fire Authority in California purchase the film, and police departments and sheriff's departments and communications teams, places all over the country, even places that I'm surprised. You know, I was looking at the list the other day of all the people and organizations and agencies that have purchased the film, and I was really amazed at the variety of departments that are using this film as a tool for training within their department and as a tool to get the conversation going about mental health and wellness. And over the past over the past 60 episodes of the podcast now, we continue that conversation, having deeper conversations with experts, with people telling their stories, and bringing solutions to the first responder world. And I really value your input as a listener, as someone who consumes podcasts and listens to podcasts, and someone who perhaps even watches our YouTube channel. I want to say thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Many of you, I know, share it with your network, and I appreciate that so much. And I really, over the years, as I said earlier, I work on projects, I work with people, and the people that have made a deep impact on me are some of the folks that are in my film, PTSD911. And I've asked them, a few of them, to share just briefly some of their thoughts during this holiday season. And so here are their comments now.
Hey, everybody. Matty here, coming to you from California. And it is the Thanksgiving season, so I just wanted to share with all of you out there some of the things that I'm grateful and thankful for. And, I'll start off by saying I'm really grateful for everybody that supported the film, PTSD 911, all those folks that showed up to the screenings and brought the film to your cities and to your departments. Forever grateful for all your hard work in bringing this important message to your people. When I think about the things I'm grateful for, it just comes down to people for me. I've really built an army of really amazing human beings that I've been blessed to work with in the behavioral health space, and some of my close friends in recovery that I just love so dearly. And of course, my family, my wife, Elizabeth, my daughter, Jordan, my sons, Logan, Nathan, and Charlie. My really good friends, Gabe Lira, just to name a few people. Of course, Conrad and his family, Jody. I mean, the list goes on and on. Dr. Gina Gallivan that I get to work with. And just, all the wonderful, amazing first responders I've met over the last 10 years, and veterans that I just hold so dear and near to my heart. So my gratitude goes out there for people. I know I didn't mention anyone, everybody. We'd be here for way far too long if I had to. But I have some really people that I love, my spiritual leader and advisors, the folks at my church. Like I said, I can go on, and my dear friend Brenda. So grateful for people, and I'm so blessed to have so many wonderful people in my life. So I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving and a good holiday season. Remember, self-care is important. Take care of yourselves and be safe out there.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is my fourth take on this. I think I talked too much. So I just wanted to say thank you if you've hosted one of our screenings, if you have been one of the churches who have hosted or a department. We really appreciate it. It helps a lot of people. And what does it help? It helps just bring awareness of what mental health is and the struggles of mental health and PTSD, and that we, with the right help and the right community around us, can overcome it. So as I prepare for this holiday season, it's very busy, and I just need to remind myself to slow down a lot. So my advice to you is time is the only currency that we don't check the balance of our account on. So we don't know how much time we have left here. So take the time to eat that extra piece of pumpkin pie or extra turkey and gravy, whatever you're thinking. We really appreciate you. I hope you have a great holiday season, and I will see you on the other side.
Greetings, all. I hope this message finds you well. This Thanksgiving, I'm grateful for all of you who supported our mission of hope in PTSD 911. The kind words and encouragement I've received from many of you I've met along the way have truly added to my own personal healing. This holiday season, I'd like to remind you to take your own personal inventory of your mental health and get help if you need it. I can tell you there is healing and happiness on the other side of the suffering. Happy holidays, and let's be careful out there.
Hey, this is Todd with PTSD911 and Overwatch Peer Support. Wanted to send you our well wishes during this Thanksgiving holiday, and wanted to remind you to be intentional about spending quality time with your friends and family during this holiday season. We also wanted to thank you guys for this excellent partnership. We're utilizing PTSD 911 in your agency's wellness trainings. We are really, really happy to be in this fight together. And we know that as a team with PTSD 911 and you, we can save more lives and make a positive impact on first responders and their families. Take care and enjoy the holidays with your family and friends.
Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for saying yes to participating in the PTSD 911 documentary. Thank you for just being willing to be vulnerable and tell your story. That means a lot to me. And I know that this film is changing hearts and minds. I just got an email a few days ago from someone who recently saw the film, and she said this hit hard. And she said, but it was so necessary. It was so necessary to have this story and these stories out there. And so the folks all the folks who are willing to sit down in front of a camera and tell their story, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to be able to have those conversations with these folks and having you willing to tell your story. And so as we wrap up the year of 2024, we have some really powerful podcast interviews coming up. So be sure to take a listen. Next week, James Gearing is going to be on the show. We had a great conversation with James. Many of you probably listened to his podcast. and know about him and his story. So we had a very long and deep conversation with James Gearing. And so that'll be coming up next week on the show. So, and we have some other amazing people that I interviewed recently that will be on the show to wrap up the year. And then we are already working on next year for the podcast season. And if you have someone who you feel would be a great fit for this podcast, and I really want people who not only bring a story, but bring solutions, that bring solutions to the table for mental health and wellness for the first responder community. If you know someone who is making a difference and not just has an idea, but someone who's actually doing the work and making a difference, I would love to hear about them and actually have them listen to the podcast and see if they would be interested in being on the show. Really looking forward to expanding the podcast and growing the show. Our numbers are going up. Our listeners are going up, which is fantastic. We really enjoy that, to see that, because the more people we reach, the more people that can be helped. And so that's why I do this. I don't do it for money. I don't get paid for this at all. I do it just out of the kindness of my heart. Would I love to get paid for this? Yes, I would. But I'm doing it anyway, even though there's no financial reward to this. There is reward in the fact that people's lives are being impacted by the stories and the conversations that we have on the podcast. And so for that, I'm so grateful. This Thanksgiving, I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful for my family, my wife, my children, my grandchildren. We are welcoming a brand new granddaughter into our family. So we're really excited about that. That makes 3 granddaughters. Yes, I'm a girl grandpa, and I'm very proud of that. Very thankful for my family, for our daughter and her husband, and our son and his girlfriend, and looking forward to spending some time with some of them over the holiday season. And hey, I wish that you would have a great and productive holiday. I know many of you in the first responder community are working on Thanksgiving and throughout the holiday season. Thank you for that. Thank you for making the sacrifice and taking care of your communities by serving in the roles that you do, whether you're in law enforcement, in the communications team, or whether you're in emergency response. Thank you for serving your communities and taking time away from your family to take care of other people's emergencies. And I really do appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please, if you find any of this content helpful, share it with your network, share it with your friends and family, your coworkers, other people who might find it beneficial. I really appreciate that. And remember, always remember that you are not alone. And if you need someone to talk to, you can always dial 988 for help. That's a crisis response line that is available 24/7 that you can reach out to. There's also some other organizations that provide 24-hour response. Copline is one of those. If you want to reach out to someone in law enforcement, look up Copline and give them a call if you need help. Reach out and help. Don't carry the burden alone. Don't carry the hardship. Don't carry the nightmares. Don't carry all the stuff on your own, because you can't. But there are people who can listen. There are people who care. There are people who want to help you. And so I encourage you to reach out, especially during this holiday season. It can be a very stressful time for many people. And this is the time when we can reach out to each other. And so if you see someone that maybe they come to your mind, get up and send them a text message. Just say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I hope you're doing okay. Reach out. Reach out. We cannot reach out enough. And I love what my friends down in North Carolina, the hashtag buddy check. So do a buddy check this holiday season, and let's take care of each other. Let's help each other along and get through this holiday season and get ready for the new year. Got new things coming, got new opportunities and new futures to look forward to. So there's a lot to look forward to. And I look forward to one day meeting with you personally, perhaps through the power of the internet, or perhaps in person. That would be great. If you want to sponsor a film screening in your community, go to our website, ptsd911movie.com/screenings, and fill out the form there. I'd love to connect with you. We're going to be all over the country in the next year with screening events, and we'd love to come to your neck of the woods to share the film with your community. Thank you again for listening. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for a brand new episode, my interview with James Gearing, and I'll see you then. Take care.